In today's video, we're going to be talking about whether a full bolt-on tuned Mazdaspeed 3 is fast. So that's currently what my car is, and I'm going to be referencing a stock turbo, not a bigger turbo, the stock KO4. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, drop a like. A like definitely goes a long way for the channel, just helps the video overall on the channel more than you guys will ever know. And yeah, like I said, subscribe if you're not already. And I apologize. This video is posted 5 days. I know that's a long time. 5 days after my previous video, which is the longest time I've posted a video before another one. And let's just say I recorded this video yesterday and the freaking video turned out in like a square. It was freaking weird. I was pretty pissed off about it, but you know what? Let's make this one better. So, is a full bolt-on tuned Mazdaspeed 3 fast? Well, let's go for a drive. We'll break it down into categories and we'll go from there. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is from a dig. So straight off the bat, is this car really meant for like going for like digs and all that, like, you know, from a stop? And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I basically never launched this car, like literally never. Like, first of all, I have my RPM, like my launch control set at like 5K, so like I can't even launch it at that much. It's just not good for the car. Ideally, you want to ideally launch it around like 35 at the very most to get a good launch. But honestly, with this car being front wheel drive and you have all that torque to the front wheels, you're just gonna either you may either just bog it, or the wheels are just gonna like constantly spin. And like, you can get good launches out of this car, don't get me wrong, and you can get decent times, maybe like in the 5 to 6 second range, but you know, it's not the most ideal car for launching. That's just if you ask me. So if you're really trying to, you know, drag this car essentially, or get a good quarter mile out of it, I mean, you can get good times, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking that away from the car, but it's not the most ideal with it being front wheel drive, and like I said, all that torque going to the front wheels all at once. Yeah, I don't know, I just never really feel the need to like launch this car. Like, I don't know, that's just not me personally. Like I said, if this car is all-wheel drive, it'd be a lot better, but with it being front-wheel drive, it's kind of difficult to launch like correctly or well all the time. But so next on the list is from a roll, and I'm gonna say going from a roll, like starting on a roll with this car, whether it be from like 50 kilometers or anything over like third gear. Second gear can be a little finicky just because you're still at a lower like speed in like a lower gear, so you may just spin the tires a little depending on the road and like the elevation you're at. Like, you may like spin some tires a lot, but for the most part it's pretty good. But once you get into those higher speeds, like on a highway or anything like that, that's where this car really comes alive. Guys, let me tell you, this thing is a highway freaking monster. This shit just pulls so freaking hard on the highway, like it is insane. That's where you see most like Speed 3 guys like do like their Mexico races, or like just regular pulls in general. These cars really come alive, and you really get to like utilize that full power band at like higher speeds when you're from a roll. Like, you'll notice that this car won't be able to gap certain cars from a dig, like maybe like a Subaru Wx Sti, because those things are amazing to launch just because of the all-wheel drive system compared to the front-wheel drive. But from a roll, it's completely different, guys. Like, since the wheels are not spinning as much and you're actually putting power down, like, this car comes alive way more. It's way freaking faster. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, wider tires can fix that, but I mean, still, man, when you're adding more power, especially being like full bolt-on on the stock turbo and tuned, like, that's a lot more power than like on stock. And yeah, you're definitely gonna be spinning, man. I think there's no way around it, to be honest. But yeah, guys, let me tell you, this car is really impressive from a roll, man. Like, you can really upset a lot of freaking people's feelings with this car, man, especially being full bolt-on. Like, I'm gonna be saying that a lot in this video, by the way, full bolt-on, so you can do like a counter for how many times I can do it. I would love to see someone actually count how many times I say full bolt-on. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. I don't know why, I just like going into first and back into neutral and I'm at a stop. It's kind of weird, whatever. So next is stuff like autocross, or like going to the track through like road courses and all that. Honestly, if you have a stock Speed 3 and you want to get better lap times, don't get me wrong, like, making your car faster will help you with like the straightaways. But if you're doing like road courses where there's like majority like a lot of turns and like twists and all that, you're better off doing like suspension upgrades. But don't get me wrong, guys, this car is a freaking beast on the track. If you upgrade the right components, like, you know, your suspension, so like good coilovers, better set of tires, a rear sway bar really helps, especially with this car being front wheel drive. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, it depends on the course at the end of the day. If there's like a lot of straightaways, then yes, this car being faster, like from stock to full bolt-on, will definitely make a difference. So next, I'm going to talk about like against its competitors. So I'm only going to be referencing its competitors in stock form, just because I'm not too familiar with what like the competitors' cars make, like on full bolt-on or simple tune. So I don't want to sound like I don't know, because I actually don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. So I'm going to be referencing it in stock form, because I only know like those cars, like numbers pretty specifically in stock form. So first car I'm going to be referencing is a Subaru Wx Sti and a regular Wx. So I will say, from a dig, I don't know, it's really hit or miss depending on if you get a good launch, but I will say for my roll, night and day, if you're full bolt-on and tuned, then you're definitely gonna be able to gap a WRX or an STI, like no questions asked. Like, sorry, I know this video may get some hate, or people may like have different opinions, but I'm just saying from personal experience that you will be able to gap cars like that. So next, a Honda Civic Type R. Yes, again, listen guys, I'm not the kind of person who just lies and says, oh, I've gapped him, I've gapped that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have gapped the Type R, like right now with like full bolt-on. It was pretty much, I'm pretty sure it was stock. So that's basically the comparison. I'm pretty sure it was stock. Like it literally looked stock. It looked like a stock Type R, to be honest. And I was full bolt-on tuned. But mind you, this is in Mexico, by the way. This was in Mexico. I'm just making that, this was all a simulated thing in Mexico, by the way. Just want to make that very clear. So Focus ST, 100%. Like I said, guys, I'm talking about these cars in stock form, okay? Not the speed, just those cars in stock form, because I don't want to throw out wrong numbers and mislead you guys, like, because I don't know like the specific dynos for those cars with certain modifications. But 100% a Focus ST, you can definitely take any day of the week. Even a stock Focus ST versus stock Mazdaspeed 3, the Speed 3 is just gonna pull away, like no questions asked. Focus RS, I can't really speak on. I'm not entirely sure. I think you got a good chance. I'm not sure. It's just because it comes with like 350 horsepower, 350 torque. Mind you, it's a lot heavier than this car, but man, those things freaking pull. So next, a Veloster N. 100% you can take a Veloster N on a full bolt-on tune Mazdaspeed 3, because a Type R, well, I've never like personally encountered one, but I do know a Type R stock versus stock is faster than the Veloster N. So I mean, you know, it's pretty common sense at that point that, you know, you could take a Veloster N as well. So next, this is where I'm being completely transparent with you guys. An Evo, whew. Let's just say I don't have the greatest luck with Evos. I don't know what it is about Evos, man. Those things freaking haul ass. Okay, I've never encountered a stock one, but just a simple Evo with like an intake and a freaking tune, those things will freaking blow the doors off a freaking speed. Like, I'm not even, well, at least from my experience. Oh, wait, no, that's a freaking fake Evo. Speaking of Evo, did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a fake Evo. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Evos, man, but those things freaking haul, man. Like, they're really nice, fast cars, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, just a simple intake and a tune, those things are freaking bullets, man. Like, no questions asked. Like, it's insane. So next, we're gonna be talking about the GTIs. 100%, no questions asked. Stock for stock, you're already taking it, so obviously full bolt-on tune, you're gonna be taking a stock GTI any day of the week. Now next is a Golf R. Okay, I can't speak from experience. I'm not sure. I think it'd be a good run for its money. Like I said, I'm not sure, but I think it is. If a Type R is faster than a stock Golf R in a straight line, then a Speed 3 full bolt-on tune could take it. And by the way, I want to mention I'm on pump gas right now, so I'm tuned on 91. I'm not even on tune or 93 or 94, just 91. So I'm not even on E85. I want to make that very clear. If I was on E85, let me tell you guys, this thing would be a heck of a lot faster, but I live in Canada. It freaking sucks. Whatever. So next, How is it daily driving a Mazdaspeed 3 full bolt-on tune? Honestly, for like your daily needs, trying to merge onto a highway or freaking like passing someone that's just trying to just basically pissing you off, and you know you don't want anything to do with them, shit like that, this car like will basically do it all. I do want to say that this car is probably faster than like half the cars you'll see on the road, like for sure, like for a fact, because you know most cars you see are like, you know, regular NA economy cars, but even like, you know, like the little more faster like sports cars, you know, like a Scion FRS, your Honda Civic SI, shit like that, this shit will still haul it any day of the week. But yeah, I'm like I say guys, I'm being as completely transparent as I can. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit and say I've won every Mexico run that I've ever been on, but let's just say this this car definitely holds its ground, man. It hurts a lot of feelings, man, let me tell you that, man. Also, weird side note, things like EcoBoost Mustangs or V6 Camaros or Challengers, easy. Those guys don't know what they're freaking talking about or even thinking when they see this car. They think, oh, you know, a Mazda 3 with a hood scoop, you know, let me dust this guy. Nope, not gonna happen today, man. Not gonna happen. So next is, I'm gonna talk about what kind of power can you expect on full bolt-on tuned. So if you're on pump gas, I'd say you can get close to like 300 wheel horsepower. That's just what I've seen and what I've heard, okay? Don't hate me, that's just what I've heard and seen, okay? But if you're on E85 or you're like on E30, you can make above like 310, maybe like 315 wheel horsepower. And then for torque, I'm not really sure. I would say around like 330 to like 350 wheel torque. That's just what I've seen from like dyno charts online. I've done my research, okay? Don't hate me, that's just what I've seen, okay? I'm not an expert, but I have done my research. So that's just kind of the power you can expect from being full bolt-on tuned on a stock turbo. Mind you, guys, I'm talking about a professional tune, not no cobb tune BS. I'm talking about a full professional custom tune, tailor-made just for your car. Oh wow, look at that BMW. So next, if you're new to this car and you may be thinking, what parts do I need to be full bolt-on? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys. So first things first, sorry, I know people get cringed when you hear like stage this, stage that, but I'm gonna do, oh shit, oh wait, I'm gonna do it for reference. So for like stage 1, all you basically need is your rear motor mount, your high pressure fuel pump internals, your full intake, so the intake and the inlet pipe, and an upgraded bypass or blow-off valve. And then for stage 2, all you need is basically a downpipe. Oh, also for stage 1, you can also include a catback, but that's not really necessary. And then stage 3 is basically just your intercooler. So let me list all that for you guys. So you need intake, exhaust, fuel pump internals, rear motor mount, downpipe, intercooler, upgraded bypass or blow-off valve. I'm pretty sure I mentioned all of them. If I didn't, I will edit that right now, but that's all you basically need to be full bolt-on, and obviously fully professional tune. Like I said again, not on a cobb tune, a professional tune. So I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on this car. So overall, I want to say this car is no drag car by any means. If you're looking to get like crazy quarter-mile times or like, you know, do a lot of drag races, I wouldn't say this car is the most optimal for that. But if you want a car that's freaking a beast on the highway, just getting good rollers, you know, this car will definitely deliver. Because I'm telling you guys, once this car actually puts the power down and is not just constantly spinning the wheels, this shit hauls, man. Main emphasis of this video, is the Speed 3 fast? I wouldn't say it's fast, I would say it's really quick, because there are a lot of other cars out there that are really freaking fast compared to this car, but this car is definitely a lot faster than the majority of cars you see on the road. So and that is the reason why I say this car is quick but not fast. Let me tell you guys, the driving experience on this car is like next to none. Like guys, honest to God, I don't think for the money you pay you're gonna find a car with a better driving experience than this. Just the raw feeling, the torque steer, the power, the sounds, the turbo noises, everything just wrapped up with this car. It just sounds so freaking good. It feels so freaking good to drive. Honestly, it's literally a treat to drive this car. And honestly, like, I could not be happier that I have this car. Like, it literally puts a smile on my face. Yes, it's not the highest horsepower, not the fastest car that you can drag or, you know, take around to the track, but, you know, just for regular daily driving and, you know, doing all those things, like, this car definitely delivers, man. And we are back to this point of view. Is that what you want to call it? Guys, is there any freaking way, like, is it just me? Is there any way you can not get like a freaking like imprint on your head or your forehead after you use a GoPro? Is it just me? I don't know. But, you know, I didn't want to do this or talk about this, but I feel like I should, just because if there's someone watching this video right now who's new to the car community and they're just getting into modifying their car, I want to give you this message because, listen, I made a post on my Instagram saying like, oh, like I'm going to be putting like a controversial mod, and I was already getting some hate for it, and like I haven't even put it on the car. And it's just one of those things, man. Like, I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up anyways. Guys, respect all builds. If you want to do something to your car and it makes you happy and, you know, you think it looks good, that's all that freaking matters, man. People could tell you whatever the frig they want. They can give you the most unnecessary opinion. But what it all boils down to is if it makes you happy. You can do anything to your car, man. That's the beauty of like modifying cars and why I love it so much. And I'm probably going to do it until like I'm an old man, to be honest. But the person who's looking at it every day, driving it every day, paying for it is you. Not the person who gives you their like freaking opinion that doesn't even matter. Like I said, you're not going to please everyone, and I'm learning that as I do this whole YouTube thing, and it is what it is. Like, you know, I'd say I have pretty thick skin, but I just wanted to make that clear that, you know, respect all builds. And I wanted to make this a message, like I said, for people who are new to the car community, are just getting their cars and they want to mod the shit of it. And if you're at that stage right now, congratulations, man. Like, you're going to have a heck of a lot of time. Just be financially ready, because this is going to be the biggest financial mistake of your life. Little car check right now. Jeez. Not going to lie, the car is dirty as fuck right now. I was going to wash it today because this is like the only nice day we've had. But, you know, it's freaking raining tomorrow, so it's not worth it. But, you know, even when she's dirty, she's looking good, man. Let's just say that. Whew. God, I love this car. Who else keeps like juice and shit in their car? It's just me. I always keep juice. Anyways, so on the agenda we got Twizzlers. These shit slap. I put you on. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it far to this video, I appreciate you. Definitely make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Definitely make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And if you made it even farther, just like this, enjoy this little time lapse of me mowing a lawn.